Hey genuine souls, Tink here to help you find out what could be going on with your lover. I will give you information, advice and guidance to get the hows, the whats and the whys. Coming up, suffering through a broken heart. I couldn't come up with a nice title, unfortunately. It is what it is, but there's no nice way of putting it. This one's suffering through the rejection that you feel from the person you perceived was your twin soul, twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call. This person was the love of your life, and they've very, very randomly disregarded you, tossed you to the side, and now you're left basically in the fetal position. Now, I've spoken in the past videos all about a condition called romantic NPD, and most often these people have a particular cycle, they have traits and they have elements that they follow to a T. They're all the same, they all read the same handbook. Now, if you want to find out all about the traits and the cycle, please subscribe. You can go back over the videos and find out, could your lover have this condition? If they've suddenly, very randomly left you, quite possibly they could have, especially after it was going very, very well and it was evolving perfectly. It's going to hurt through a disregard from your lover, and it's trauma, so it's going to feel pretty physical too. So you better know what to expect. You're going to go through it, and I want you to go through it the best way possible. Basically, you've got to handle it. You've got to get better, not bitter. You've got to bear with it a day at a time. You're going to feel it's not fair. For a start, you don't want to wallow in this for too long. You're going to have leftover hormones, the serotonin, the oxytocin. You're going to be high on love. You're going to be high on them. You have to come down from all of this. And the good news is you will get better from all of this. I promise you this. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a dark, long tunnel, but you will. When you come out the other end, you will be transformed into something much better than what you were when you first met this person. Why? Because you'll have done meditation. You'll have done the self-love affirmations. You'll have done hypnosis. You'll have maybe took on a new hobby. You've gone jogging every day when you get those jittery, horrible feelings. Now, victory comes from the dark. You've got to get ready for this setup. This is a setup that will thrust you forward into the light, into the bright, beautiful future that you have ahead of you. The day starts in the dark. It looks like nothing's changing. At 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, you've passed midnight. The sun is coming, I promise you, and it will be a beautiful new life and a new day. There's no evidence that it's coming. I understand that, I really do. But it is. And remember, your words become your reality. You have to know that you're grieving. You have to know that you're going through trauma. You have to know that you are suffering, and you are suffering. There is nothing pleasant about what you're feeling at all. Remember, like I said, your words become your reality. Be careful what you tell yourself in this time. I've told you about how a lot of this is not your fault, especially if your perceived twin soul has romantic NPD. None of it is your fault. The issue is theirs, not yours. There's actually nothing wrong with you at all. They cannot help but run away. It's what they do. They run away, okay? Now, the suffering that you're feeling, the flashbacks, the echoes you get, the memories, all of these things, the stabbing pain in your heart, the agony where you rock, you don't know what to do with yourself, you're jittery, you're up and you're down, you're up and down, you're crying, you're grieving, you're going through loss. Listen, we've all been there. but all this suffering makes you a stronger person. Oh, and I know it sounds like, oh, I don't want to hear that. Help me stop this pain. So over another video, I've given you a tactic, and it's called the rewind technique, and it helps you. You'll never get rid of these memories fully. You can help jumble them up and make them less audible in your mind. I've given you that technique over a past video. There are so many resources that can help you that I promise you weren't around years ago. What you're feeling is no less or no more than anybody else that's grieving and suffering and mourning. You're no different. It's normal. Everything you're feeling is normal. But what you must not do is give up. You must not just completely give up and think that life will never get better and this is it, you're stuck. You are so not stuck. Like I said, there's loads of resources nowadays that there wasn't years ago. Online you've got loads of information, and you've got loads of hypnotherapy and meditation and the self-affirmations. You're in a good place, believe it or not, because you've got all these resources and all these people that want to come together and help you. I know you're suffering, I really, really do. I know the tears that you've cried, and I know the pain in your heart, like you just don't know, you can't run away from yourself, can you? This is what you want to do. Now listen as well, be careful with the drinking. You're going to probably drink more or do more of what you normally do. It won't be in moderation. Watch this, okay? Be very, very careful, because this will just pull you down the flipping plug hole. Be careful with the drinking. Crying's good. Crying is very, very good. It helps so much, because if you didn't cry, you'd probably be absolutely exhausted. Now you've got to go through that tunnel. You have to keep walking, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then one day you'll find you don't think about that person as much. A little while longer, you don't think about that person nearly as much. And I know that's scaring you too, because you don't ever want this person not to be in your life. I remember one time I was grieving quite badly, and somebody said to me, oh, one day you won't give a damn about that person. And I remember the horror and I was terrified. I was like, what, you're telling me this person, I won't be in their life anymore, or they won't be in mine? I was so scared. But that did happen. Generally, I don't care about that person anymore. And I had a lucky escape, trust me. But it's all good. So you'll get there in the end. I'm here to help you. You can ask me questions. I will guide you the best way I can. Go to your doctor if you're not sleeping. They'll help you with a little bit of medicine to help you sleep. When you get that like pent up feeling where you're really not coping, go for a jog. Try and outrun yourself. You won't see how good you feel when you come back. Suffering. You'll get through it. Life is a roller coaster, and I know again that sounds flipping corny, but it is. If you don't have the downs, you won't appreciate the ups, will you? Listen. I keep saying listen, because I want you to get it. I actually want you to understand. You're going to be fine. Doesn't feel like it, I know. You got to suffer it to go through it. It's like I've said before, it's like you're an arrow and you're being pulled back in the bow to be propelled further. Your best days and years are yet to come.